I was for 5 years a commissioner and then chairman of the Federal Election Commission. At the time, the greatest challenge was to make the commission operate more effectively. It was famous for being a toothless watchdog and generally having both parties look after their own kind. And I felt my job as a commissioner was to make it a functioning law enforcement agency, a agency that actually went out and pursued violations and attempted to educate people about the law and enforce it on a bipartisan basis. I think the greatest concern I have now is the willingness of political players to ignore the rules and the norms. There's so many things that are happening in politics now that we used to say, oh, that couldn't happen, it would be wrong. I think there's a great opportunity today for states to be, in the famous phrase of a Supreme Court justice, laboratories of democracy, or to borrow a different phrase, a shining light on the hill. Because I think it's going to be very hard to get anything done in Washington in this area for the moment. Congress is so polarized. And states, I think you have a different perspective and an ability to get something done. The Common Cause agenda, the range of areas that the organization has been interested in, whether it's campaign finance reform or media reform or voting rights reform, disclosure of money in politics and alternative ways of funding elections, they're all part of this picture of improving our democracy. And I think you can't actually do any one of them without addressing the whole package. So I really support what I would call the democracy reform agenda, recognizing that there are a number of pieces of them, and each one of those pieces is really important.